Hey guys, welcome back to the Stacking with Stack podcast. Today, I got a special guest for you guys. My brother Drumma Boy is coming up here, right? It's going to be an amazing interview today. I need you guys to buckle up and get ready for this one, because we taking off like a rocket ship on this one. Drumma Boy's on the way. Let's go.
God didn't bring me this far for no reason. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it, no. I still can't believe it, still can't believe it, no. I still can't believe it, still can't believe it, no. I act like I never had shit. Why? Cause I never had shit. I know it ain't mad at it. I pull up and flex on it. Wrist on my neck, VVS on it. How about that fit with a check on me? I bet you bitches get wet from me. Don't do respect of the tech on me. Ring on my finger, the wet on me. These pieces I got blessings on me. No cap, ain't no mental illness on me. Yeah. When I couldn't pay the bills, I was stressed. Barely feeding my kids, I was heavy. Used to count up the change on the trust.
Man, it's going down today. I told y'all I had a special guest for y'all, right? Like I'm telling y'all, my brother Drumma Boy is about to show up any minute, but I need you guys to buckle up and get ready. It's gonna be a fire-ass episode, but I need y'all to buckle up, stay tuned. I think Drumma just stepped in, actually, to keep it real with you, right? We got somebody special in the building, right? Drumma Boy, I appreciate you, man, for pulling up, man. You could be anywhere else, man, but I appreciate you for coming on the Stacking with Stack podcast. Can you please introduce yourself to my audience, brother? If they don't know who you are, man, over to you. Let's go.
Yeah, boy, man, it's your boy Drumma Boy, aka Grammy Award winning man producer. I put it on for my city. On, what's good, my G?
Come on, man. Stop playing, man. We got a heavy hitter in the building, man, right? So my first question for you is, Drumma, let's get into this book, man. I know you've been doing a lot in the music, but let's get into this book, man. Behind the Hits, man. Let's get into it. Please get into it, brother. What's going on with the book? Collaboration with the book. Let's chop it up about that.
Oh, man, really just bringing knowledge to the producers, the artists, the songwriters about the music business, the importance of publishing, split sheets, mechanicals, making sure you're getting your back end, you know what I mean? And just, the art of introduction, being able to introduce yourself in any situation, and making presence in any room that you walk in, sharing some of the stories that I went through as a producer, making some of your favorite songs throughout the soundtrack of your life. A lot of people, know the tag, listen to this track, bitch, or, hey, yeah, boy, not being able to put that face with the name. So now you're able to put the face with the name and understand the man behind the plan, understand the man behind the hits. Drumma Boy, D-Boy Fresh, man. Put some respect on my name.
Man, stop playing with Drumma Boy, man. He's up here. He done made some of the craziest hits, Drumma. And my question for you, Drumma, is what was one of the best hits you made, brother? You know what I'm saying? What was one of the ones that really inspired you? Like, yo, this is it, and I'm going to be a producer, and this is just it for me. Over to you, man.
Oh, I would think that was like a local song nobody really even heard. You know what I mean? Like coming out of my neighborhood, making my the people around me better, making my high school partners, known around the city, making myself known around the city. You know what I mean? But when you see me shout it, pop your collar, then you holler, that's what's up. What up, drummer? Hey, what up, mama? Hey, Yo Gotti. That song, That's What's Up, from the Back to the Basics. I've been working with Gotti since Inevitable Entertainment days, man. Before CMG, we was putting that grind in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the first persons that I worked with, especially on the trap tip, the first trap rapper that I ever worked with. So I would have to say Gotti. Then I started working with Tila. Tila turned into 3-6 Mafia, Gangsta Boo turned into 8 Ball and MJG. I started getting called from Pastor Troy. I did a song for him in the strip club called Make 'Em Get That Money Right. Make 'Em Get That Money Right. Pop it, pussy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Strip club anthem. I wasn't even old enough to get in the strip club. And then it went from that to Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood, I did Trap Niggas, Jeezy, Jody Breeze. I did Look. That go into Jeezy going solo. Jeezy goes solo. First song I do on his solo album, Standing Ovation. I Am the Trap.
Oh boy, man, stop playing with Drumma, man. He's in the building. I told y'all I had a special guest in here, right? So Drumma, man, my next question for you is, man, inspiration, because I know a little bit, man, about, where your inspiration come from, and Was it from your brother Insane Wayne, man? You know, I heard he had a crucial role in what you doing, man, and how you making music. Can we get into that a little bit? Over to you, man.
Absolutely, man. I wouldn't be doing it if it weren't for older bro. Shout out to my older brother. He was the top barber in Memphis. You know what I mean? I started sweeping hair for him at 14. We was 14 years apart. So, you know, when I was 14, he 28. You know what I'm saying? And just putting me on, introducing me to people. That's how I met Ball and G, 36 Mafia, just sweeping hair for him, hustling. You know what I mean? And at the same time, he was making beats. He was cool with Jazzy Faye, came up with all of the legendary producers in the city. He was playing piano and whatnot, keys for 36 Mafia. So I was around a lot of the people he was around. Tila, you know what I mean? I made Tila album at 18, but this was somebody who was 30 plus at the time. So just going through my OG, man, my older brother, Insane Wayne, he paid away for me. I started out getting 2,500 a beat just because that's what he was getting. You know what I'm saying? And it just, you know, pioneered through a lot of the things through him. You know what I'm saying? He cool with Jazzy Faye. He introduced me to Jazzy. Every time I'm in Atlanta, just plugging me with Noontime Studio and just different people that's down here in Atlanta from Memphis that's making a name for themselves and making money for themselves.
Come on, man. Drumma's in here, man. He done made the way, paved the way, right? So my next question for you, Drumma, is what does collaboration mean to you in your industry? And, you know, how you go about that if someone wants to collaborate or you want to collaborate with someone else, because I'm big on that, especially in the entrepreneurship lane. But how do you go about collaboration and, you know, teaming up with others? Over to you, man.
I mean, collabs, I got to be able to fuck with you as a person, you know, first and foremost. So just because you talented don't mean that you ain't no lame-ass nigga or you might be a rapist. You know what I'm saying? You might be, you know, doing corny shit as a character of who you are as a person. So, you know, I feel people out through their spirit, through the third eye, you know what I mean? What you paying attention to, the type of things that you conversating about, the things that interest you. You know what I mean? And, you know, I just go off the energy, man. That shit is important. You know, you can't collab with everybody. You'll tarnish your name or tarnish your reputation collabing with the wrong person. So definitely follow your intuition and go off of what you feel.
Come on, Drumma, man. We can't collaborate with anybody, man. The vibes got to be on point. Everything's got to be on point, man. Y'all heard Drumma, right? So, Drumma, let's get into something else, man. When did you actually start this whole journey? I know that it was, you know, it was a while back, but for the listeners that don't know who you are, when did you start this whole beat journey? And, you know, when did it click for you? Like, yo, you know what? This is when I'm going to start it, and this is how it's going to go. So, you know, they probably want, you know, the basics, man. Where did it start from, man? I know you from Memphis, so where did it start from, brother?
I mean, it started from the cafeteria table in the high school, you know, junior high school, beating on tables and listening to niggas freestyle while I'm beating on the tables, you know what I'm saying, and just having a whole cafeteria vibing. It's about creating a vibe, even if it's with your mouth. You know, before we had electronics, before we had, you know, plug ups and electricity and all of that, we was stomping our feet. The feet was the drum, the hand was the drum, the heartbeat. The drum gonna always be the heartbeat of the music. So, you know what I mean? Just starting that drum loop or even beatbox. And then people just start freestyling. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's about creating a vibe, making people smile, making people feel good, and just presenting that energy, man.
That's a fact, Drumma. You got to have that energy on point. My next question for you, brother, is have you had any time to reflect on how far you came? I know you had a lot of accomplishment. You've been working with a lot of amazing people, but have you had any time to actually sit back and say, yo, I'm Drumma Boy, man. This is how far I've came. Let's get into it, brother.
Absolutely. I did that with my book, Behind the Hits. We working on the documentary as we speak. So definitely was able to tell my story and get people familiar with the book. You know what I'm saying? And Behind the Hits. It just allowed me to really just put it on paper. It's different when you're talking about it, but when you write it down and you can look back and see it and be like, damn, dog, man, I'm the GOAT for real. Like, ain't nobody fucking with me. I see why don't nobody want a versus with me. You know what I'm saying? So it started making sense once you see it on paper.
Come on, man. Drumma, you getting into it, bro. It's way different, right? So, Drumma, my next question is, 5 years from now, bro, where do you see yourself? Is it, I know it's going to be beyond the beats, right? I know it's going to be beyond the beats. I have a feeling, Drumma, that you're going to get into like movies, bro. You're going to produce some soundtracks or some shit, bro. I see something bigger for you, bro. Can you get into that, man? Where do you see it? Is that what's coming for you in the next 5 years? Over to you.
Oh yeah, I'm already in the movies. I'm already doing scores, soundtracks, and films, and you know what I mean. Just all kind of different, involvements with movies, soundtracks, acting. You know what I mean, commercials for TV, documentaries, and series, and so on and so forth. So I'm heavily involved. I'm acting in a movie called 17 Days. Y'all go check that out. I got a little scene in there. I also did the theme song called 17 Days, featuring my boy Zay Capiche. So that's out on music platforms. Go check that out. We on the soundtrack. I'm also acting in this series coming up called Drug War. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be it's actually called War. So it's coming out. It's a series here in Atlanta. It's gonna be a multi-series. So definitely excited about that, man. Just plug and play, man. Wherever it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And the business is right, the vibe is right, the energy is right. I'm gonna be producing my own films as well. So definitely stay tuned.
Man, it's gonna be a movie. Listen, literally a movie. Drumma's shooting movies, so I appreciate that, Drumma. And then my next question for you, this the last one, is why music, bro? Why'd you choose music? I know that you were born into a family, bro, and I know that all they did was melodies, making beats. But why'd you choose music, man? Just it's the last one, and then you can close it out. On you, Drumma. Lego.
Man, I would say music chose me, man. To be honest with you, my ears was getting tuned before I was even born. My mom was putting up womb up to the speaker, and she was, man, you get the kicking on Michael Jackson. I play that Michael Jackson. You just get the kicking. You know what I'm saying? It just bam, like it's programmed in my ear before I'm even on the earth. So by the time I'm here, I'm going to orchestra performances and choir rehearsals, and you know what I mean. Growing up in the Baptist church. It's just around you, man. Memphis is a music city, home of the blues. We got country right up the street, hip hop. It's just so many different genres of music that you're exposed to. And it just made me happy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the one thing that, man, no matter how dark it gets, no matter how much hate you get, how much, negativity that you see throughout your life, how many losses, the people that you done lost or whatever, man, music always find a way to lift me up. So, I keep it close.
That's a fact, Drumma. Appreciate you, my brother, for that. And can you please tell my audience, Drumma, where to find you at on Instagram, your website, the book, and just plug yourself in, man, so they can go find you after this episode when it premieres on iHeartRadio. Over to you, brother.
Absolutely, man. Go get the book on all book platforms, man. Behind the Hits. Check out the book. I got my website up and running, drummaboy.com. Check out the website. You can get the book from there. You can get it from Amazon, Barnes and Noble. Just Google Drumma Boy, DRUMMABOY, Behind the Hits. Follow my Instagram at Drumma Boy Fresh. Same thing for TikTok. And let's get it.
Ooh, I told y'all I had a special guest in here. Drumma done came through and lit it up. I appreciate you, Drumma, for coming through, man, and lighting up the podcast for me, man. And if you guys want to become a guest, listen to this ad,
If you want to become a guest on the Stack Pack Podcast show, visit stackpackpodcast.com and check out the new episodes that are available online, and also schedule your day to come on the show at bookwithstack.com.